Today on Throwback Chevy, vintage Sansui Reverb. Howdy folks, Throwback Chevy, Michael Coughlin here, and today on the program we throw back to the 1970s when home stereo componentry finished in wood grain and brushed steel ruled the roost. And if you had everything for your stereo system, the only way you could up the ante on your friends was to add one of these babies, the Sansui Reverberation Amplifier, the RA 700. And the beauty of this unit is that it's actually color-coded. As you add reverb to your signal, the colors indicate just how much you are laying on. Now, the kids at home will say, what precisely, Michael, is a reverb unit? Well, I'm going to tell you. In this case, we have a spring reverb unit, and guitar players at home will be familiar with this concept because your favorite Fender amplifier, for example, the Fender Deluxe Reverb, which is still in popular usage to this day, utilizes a spring reverb tank. Precisely what's in the Sansui unit here. A reverb tank is encased in metal, and it's a series of springs or a single spring laid out in a Z-like formation with a transducer on one end and a pickup on the other, and through some sort of electromechanical magic that I don't pretend to understand, the signal is enhanced with a reverb signal. Now, the reverb signal, to varying degrees, would sound as if the sound was generated in a large room or a church or a cave. And in fact, that's how they use terminology on certain reverb units to describe the settings. Hall 1, Hall 2, small room, cathedral, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to give you an example of precisely what reverb sounds like. And this is a technique that was used by rock and roll guitar players on recordings and live to get across a thunderous sound effect. So I'm going to sort of give this a little rap. Wow, exciting stuff. So those are the actual springs colliding with each other inside the reverb tank. What really attracted my eye here is the beauty of the light display, which is actually a system that moves the lamps closer to the colored display and further back to create a blurred effect as it adds more reverb. Really cool. Let's listen to some music now and see how the attenuation in varying degrees affects the sound signal. You'll notice that the vocals sound like they were in a cave. It fattens up guitars, and the impact of drums becomes clouded. It's really hard to describe, but you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about. I mic'd up the portable Panasonic so you could have a little tasty auditorial experience.
You were out there, baby, with the wind in your tresses in the cold and well. The promises I gave you, babe, they only ever made you feel lonelier than hell. Spring comes with a reason you can step into the season on a high note. At the function in the junction, you can tell them all about it in a song you wrote. Cause the world is out there waiting, so no more hesitating, time to take it. But your heart can't know for real now if it's hiding what it feels, so no one breaks it.
So there you have it. That's a look at the Sansui RA 700 spring reverb from the 1970s. Now, as to how much value a reverb unit adds to your home stereo, that's certainly debatable. In fact, most of the recordings I listen to have already been professionally treated with reverb in the studio. So can I do better? And aside from that, I'm adding reverb in a blanket to the whole signal. Really what you want is to be able to individually treat different parts of the mix with reverb. So, that being said, it brings me a lot of joy just to look at it. In fact, sometimes I just turn on this thing, look at the light display, and smile. If you have a reverb unit at home, I'd like to hear about it and maybe even see a picture. You can post it in the comments section below, even a link to a video. I'm sure the subscribers would like to have a look at it as well. These things can still be found, in fact. So be on the lookout. Keep your eyes open. Thanks for hanging out with me on Throwback Chevy. You can subscribe on YouTube, www.facebook.com/Michael Coughlin Songman. I'm on Instagram. Just follow Michael Coughlin Music. And of course, for those tweeters, you can find me on Twitter at RealMCoughlin. I'm looking forward to bringing you some more van life, music, and tech right here from Throwback Chevy. See you the next time.